strikes wasn't always there, but make sure I got back in the count, back ahead, and just try to stay on the attack.
Derek had talked about with the pitch risk, it's kind of a matter of kind of figuring out what you do and maybe don't have on a particular night. Is that kind of, given that the amount of sinkers and sliders this season, was that kind of what happened for you today?
Yeah, just a little uncomfortable out there on the mound in the first inning. Didn't really have a feel for a lot of my pitches. Knew the sinker was there. Worked the slider with it. We were working the sinker really well on both sides of the plate. And then that back end of, or bottom end of the lineup second time through, and then the third time through on the top end of guys, we started sprinkling in that curveball a little bit more. That wasn't the game plan, but we recognized that we weren't using the curveball much and found opportunities to sprinkle it in and just put another pitch in their head.
Is that almost all you need? Like, guys talk about needing to have sort of 3 pitches to go deep into games, but does it really need, you mentioned sprinkling curveballs. Sometimes is that all you need just to give guys a different look, you know, and keep them on their toes?
Yes and no. It depends on what your other stuff, how your other stuff's playing. It also depends on what the hitter's strength is. If he sees up and down and 4 seams up in the top, curveballs down on the bottom, probably not going to sprinkle it in too much to him, but to the other guys, it definitely puts it in the rest of the lineup's head. So just based off of the feel that you have for your stuff that night.
Hey, in the fourth inning was the only time you remotely had any kind of jam, and then they get you out of the double play. Van Meter Cruz did a nice job of turning that double play. What kind of lift did that provide? How did you induce that?
Really, it was a good piece of hitting from Garcia for the double, and then who was it that followed him? Was that Anderson?
That was Anderson. Yep.
Anderson. He worked a walk.
Walk.
Right?
Yep.
He worked that walk. At that point, I knew I was 1 pitch away from having 2 outs with a runner on third, or I get an out and I'm 1 pitch away from ending the inning. You always got to have that mentality that you're 1 pitch away and just continue to attack guys.
Seems like your last start of the first half, just kind of given like how much you've been able to shake off that rough ankle pretty much since May, the start of the shoot game. How do you kind of analyze like, the work that you've done over these last 2 months?
Really, it's just analyzing it and moving forward and trying to continue to get better at certain things, game planning, execution of pitches, how to pitch guys, and it's just a continuous step forward to continue to get better.
JT, do you feel like that's something maybe you've grown this year or compared to last year or your rookie year, that whatever you're in a game and you maybe don't have a feel for one pitch, but you really do for something, you're able to adjust the game plan and just attack with that to, whatever's working, that's what you got to go with that day?
Yeah, definitely. I felt like last year it was a big key component that if I didn't have something, I kept throwing it instead of throwing what I have that day and then trying to go back and find it, because really it only take one time of throwing it correctly or execution-wise to get you back on that pitch. To be out there and not just searching for it is definitely something that I've learned and have taken into consideration.
Thanks, Bruce.
Yeah, thanks, guys.